And you're a great competitor. D.A., it is an honor to be on this broadcast with you each and every game. And certainly Bridges one to watch. D.A., thanks. So the opening lineup for the Suns. The star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle. Now, here is Young, just 5 on the clock. Here's Bogdanovich, lets it go from deep. Young, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
In his first game after starting in the 2020 All-Star Game, Trae Young had an incredible night, dropping 50 points against the Miami Heat.
And Young became the 4th youngest NBA player to get to 50. Only Devin Booker, LeBron, and Brandon Jennings got to 50 in a game at a younger age. Perhaps the most impressive part of Trae's performance, he did it against Coach Eric Spoelstra's Miami Heat, one of the top defensive teams in the league.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession. Here's the Suns with the ball. Ball outside. Kicks to Crowder. Shoots the 3. Stolen by Collins. Hunter on the wing. Hawks passing it around. Capella, the pass to Young. Wants to get it to Collins and does.
We appreciate Trae Young and that shooting ability, but reminding us once again, he will dish.
And so just over a minute and a half played. The offensive rebound. Bridges outside. Back to Ayton. Rebound Atlanta. Collins kicks to Hunter. Pass to Capella. Young outside. To the middle. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Paul against Young. Booker left side. Back to Paul. From the arc. And there's Booker on the assist by Paul.
This is what you like to see from Booker, just firing with confidence right off the catch.
Outside Collins. Back to Young. Jacks up a 3. The shot, no good. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Outside Collins. Young finds Collins. Pass to Capella.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Every year, Clint Capella up there, one of the highest percentage field goal shooters we have in the NBA.
And it's Paul penetrating, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now, here's Capella. Now Young. Bridges with the board.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Booker up top. And the Suns tack on 2 more.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game. And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Kicks it out to Paul. 5 to shoot. Count it.
Just got that ball on a string. and uses that change of pace so effective. Chris Paul getting wherever he wants to go now.
Now, here is Young. Capella with a screen on Paul. And Young, here we go. Collins wide open, he fires. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Collins has got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Passes to Crowder. Bridges outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
Young for 3, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. At the end of 1, a closely contested game. And regarded as one of the best leaders in the game today.
With anything, whether it's...
And with his younger team, it's got to be easier for Chris Paul to lead as that elder statesman.
Yeah, at times in the past, veteran teammates didn't appreciate his constant input. Credit these younger guys, though, for soaking it in.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. What stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And it's Hunter in the small forward. So that's the Hawks 5. Now, here's Bridges. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Bridges has got the lead, back up to 3 now for Phoenix.
And Chris Paul still a great defender. Fantastic positioning.
Well, not only the positioning, but if you watch Chris Paul, he's calling out every option of every play that every offense is running in the NBA. That kind of intelligence gives the rest of his group incredible confidence. From the very beginning, Chris Paul has been one of the most disruptive point guards defensively the league has ever seen.
And Ayton throws it down.
I mean, as good a passer as we've ever seen in the NBA. Chris Paul setting up a great look that time.
A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Outside Collins. Young outside. And then Collins throws it in.
The dunker this guy is. Collins capable of bringing this crowd out of their seats.
Paul outside. Bridges outside. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Young outside. Kicks it out to Collins. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. The Hawks working the ball around. Now, here's Hunter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Capella. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Ayton finds Booker. For the 3. Hunter grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Young in the corner. And Brent, we're seeing a lot of new officials joining the NBA ranks. Any changes you see resulting from that?
Well, I think this is a time for coaching staffs and teams to be a little bit more patient with the officials than they have been in the past, as they're trying to understand the rhythm and flow of not just the game and the way it needs to be called, but the communication between the players and the coaches, and how you try to work towards still having a great product on the floor and not having the refs impact the game in ways to get talked about that they don't want to be spoken about. And Booker's shot is so pretty. Just one of those guys, when you watch him, you feel like every one of them's going in.
Here's Young. He's got 10. Bogdanovich passes to Young. Back to Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And it's Paul penetrating. Booker with no one around. Again, the miss by Booker.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Bogdanovich, no luck. For Phoenix, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Again, the miss by Booker.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. That sends DeAndre Hunter to the free throw line. Mikhail Bridges picks one up. Atlanta shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
And that's his second in this quarter, guys. He's made 3 so far this game and is showing no signs of slowing down.
Young from deep three-point range. Lobs it up for Crowder. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players react. You just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. No good from Booker. Inside, and stolen by Ayton. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
That's a good job by Ayton making the read and staying aggressive on defense, helping to get that steal.
Trae Young, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for it. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
25.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. But gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Suns, Torrey Craig is out there with Johnson. And there's Javale Mcgee. Then there's Cameron Payne. And it's Shamet in at the 2. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. And Okongwu slams it in.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
One thing you love about stars like Danilo Gallinari is how they remind you that basketball is truly an international game.
And especially, GA, for Gallinari to want to come over and play against the best in the world. It wasn't about achieving MVPs and accolades in the Italian league. He wanted to stack up his skill set versus the best small forwards and power forwards in the NBA, and Gallo has had a remarkable career as a professional here in the States.
Now, here's Craig. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And stolen by Okongwu. And it's Javale Mcgee with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
The Hawks shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Now here's Wright. Payne covering. And Wright, here we go. He kicks to Okongwu. Clock at 6. Here's Gallinari. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Here's Craig. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's Wright, and Wright throws it down hard.
And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they? Now here's Payne. On the wing, Johnson. Into the lane. And that one's good, Shamet. And the Suns lead by 2.
Good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Wright with it. Payne covering. Wright the pass to Lowry. Shamet with the steal. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide-open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Hawks.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
The Hawks trail by 4. Right outside. There's a minute 40 left here in the third quarter. The dish to Okongwu. Rebounded by McGee.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Okongwu kicks to right. A 3-ball. 6 to shoot. Herter passes to Okongwu. Another shot with 1 on the clock. No good there. Johnson with the defensive effort. Phoenix leading by 4. Craig finds Johnson. Now Payne. Driving the lane. And the layup's good off the glass.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Hawks have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. They need this one. Phoenix grabs the miss. McGee's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Gallinari with the steal. Here's Luwawu, and that one is stuck right through.
Well, fast hands from Gallinari. Can't say he's fast on the break, but he ignited it.
And here's Payne. The pass to Craig. And McGee kicks to Payne. Throws it up high. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Herter. And we've reached the end of the third. Phoenix ahead, leading by 4. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. And it's Hunter in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Hawks 5.
The fluid shooting motion of Devin Booker. So effortless.
Young outside to the paint. And the dunk by Capella.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Ball looking over the floor. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
Young against Paul for 3. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Young.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Ayton a screen on Young. Paul for 3. He can't get it to go. And Atlanta will come the other way. Bogdanovich passes to Capella. The Hawks working the ball around. Young outside. Collins dishes to Young. Pass to Capella. Over Bridges. Capella with the bucket.
And how about Capella? Not the guy you expect, but cool under pressure that time.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Back to Paul. Good. A nice assist from Booker. 6 points for Chris Paul.
And that is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Another three for Atlanta.
The poise of the young player Bogdanovich, that's huge.
Paul outside. Pass to Booker. Fires for three. That's a sixth field goal today. That makes him now 6 for 11.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Capella sets a screen for Young. Now the feed to Collins. And finish off by Collins.
I like it when Collins is cleaning up the glass and then just rocking the rim.
Paul goes in. Bridges outside. Another three for Phoenix.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
Young, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. They trail by 6. To the inside. And stolen by Ayton. The drive by Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
How about Booker going high up for the dunk?
Atlanta's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Young with the ball. He's picked up by Paul. Bogdanovich against Booker.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Suns.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Devin Booker.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
Nailed from three-point land.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Young's shot is off.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Just 5 to shoot. And it's Paul missing. Young outside from deep three-point range. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Young. And so here's Phoenix. And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
It's Conley and Mitchell. Bojan Bogdanovic out there with Royce O'Neal. And it's Gobert in at the 5. And for the Hawks, in the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovic. At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. And tonight, the rare marquee matchup at center, Grant. This ought to be a treat.
Oh, yes. Two heavyweights slugging it out. The different styles with the same goal, to dominate the painted area.
Now here's Young. To the middle. And it's Capella with the jam.
The vision of Trae Young has on the floor is exceptional. He won't miss a guy who's that wide open.
Young against Conley. Three-pointer, O'Neal. That one doesn't drop. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Here's Bogdanovic. And then Bogdanovic with the dunk.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Conley against Young from the low block. And that one's good from Conley.
Conley takes good, high-quality shots. When the defense lays off him, he makes them regret that.
Pass to Capella. Bogdanovic up top. Over Mitchell. Bogdanovic, no good.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck. You know, Rudy Gobert, the 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, is not satisfied. I think the 7-footer has one more that he might add before his career is done.
Hunter finds Young. Lets a 3 fly. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Conley passes to Gobert. Outside Bogdanovic. Back to Gobert. 5 on the clock. And here they come.
He didn't have his feet planted.
And that's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Young, the pass to Capella.
And the defensive chops of Gobert just knows how to hold down the fort for his team.
O'Neal misses. And the list of big men with multiple awards for Defensive Player of the Year. Hakeem, Mutombo, Ben Wallace, Dwight Howard, don't forget about Rodman, and Rudy Gobert.
That's historic company, B.A. I think Gobert is, honestly, underappreciated. One of the all-time greats when it comes to locking up.
Now here's Mitchell. Going inside. Capella with a block.
What you like about Capella as a shot blocker is the patience. He waits until the shooter commits.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Mitchell. Clock at 6. Over Bogdanovic.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Bogdanovic into the lane. And then Bogdanovic with the dunk.
And look at those moves in the post. And the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim. Now here's Young. Here's Capella. Stolen by Conley. And Clint Capella picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Outside Conley. He takes it in. Three-pointer O'Neal. That one's good. Mitchell making the play.
Because he attracts so much defensive attention, Donovan Mitchell often finds teammates all alone.
Outside Bogdanovic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Now here's Conley. On the wing, Mitchell. And it's off from three-point range.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
And Collins with the slam.
Not just a scorer, Bogdanovic shows excellent feel as a playmaker. That was a nice find.
Here's Mitchell. Capella with a block. There's Bogdanovich with the three. Sinks the tray. Bogdanovich has got 8 points.
I like the efficiency here. 3 out of 4 shooting, just taking what the defense gives him.
Capella against Mitchell. Capella with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Capella. Seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Young. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Right side, Bogdanovich. 15 seconds left to play in the first. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. In transition, here come the Jazz. From deep, Conley. Counted from distance. Conley's got his second basket.
And this is something Conley's worked on since entering the league, his ability to stretch the floor.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Jazz.
They didn't need any time to warm up from long range today. Their three-point shooting has been terrific in the first half.
Also, their passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
So the Jazz 5 right now. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Bojan Bogdanovich out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's O'Neal in at the 3, small forward.
Rudy Gobert may be one of the most valuable centers in the league. His defensive abilities have earned him contract numbers that'll make your head spin. And I know one thing drives Rudy Gobert is earning his respect. All-star snubs, people count his money. He's determined to have the final word.
Now here's Young. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
This is the power Capella plays with. He doesn't mess around this close to the rim.
Here's Conley. It's a three-point game. And there's the drive. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Conley's got his third basket on the night right there. Spitty, you talk about Gobert. He's motivated by his doubters. He wears that number 27, signifying his draft position back in 2013.
And listen to this. Even in the 2021 All-Star game, he and teammate Donovan Mitchell were the last 2 picks. Whatever the reason, he knows people will respect a champion.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Outside Conley. Here he goes. Pass to O'Neal. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Capella, screen on Conley. And Young, here we go. Here's Capella. Puts the move on. And Gobert with a block. Outside Mitchell. Now here's Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Inside. And Gobert with the stuff.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
Outside Young. Pass to Bogdanovich. Stolen by Conley. All by himself. Here's O'Neal. Capella with a block. And it's out of bounds. Still Utah's ball. Atlanta on D. They trail by 7. The 3 from Mitchell. And again, it's Utah with a 3. And Grant, back when you played, were there certain types of teams that gave you more trouble, whether it was size or athleticism or maybe shooting?
Well, back in my day, I mean, the big, strong teams had a huge advantage. They could really beat you up and plant big guys inside, which really made it difficult getting to the rim.
Now here's Bogdanovich. Give him 8. 4 on the clock. Young with it. He's picked up by Conley. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. The Jazz have gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Mitchell, the pass to Bogdanovich. Mitchell into the lane. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
What you love about Donovan Mitchell, not only does he explode into his moves, he finishes with authority.
Capella, screen on Conley. To the inside, and stolen by Gobert. Down low, here's Bogdanovich. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Bogdan Bogdanovich. That's his first foul of the game. A minute 22 left in the second period. Conley goes in. Outside for Mitchell. O'Neal on the wing. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 4 assists now tonight.
I just love the ball movement.
Here's Young. Pass to Capella. Outside Young. They need this. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Young's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Conley up top. Guarded by Young. Outside Mitchell. Lets it go from deep. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Capella, screen on Conley. It's blocked by Gobert.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Conley. Pass to O'Neal. From downtown. Gets the 3 ball to go. O'Neal's got 11.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Bogdanovich passes to Collins. And here's Capella. No good off the front rim. And so it's the Utah Jazz. Feeling confident.
21.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff.
39.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. What a game we're seeing from Donovan Mitchell.
And the bulk of his production has been generated along the perimeter.
He's been vital to spacing the floor for them. Makes everything else you want to do easier to accomplish.
At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Hawks 5. Pass to House. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Clarkson passes to Whiteside. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. So it's Atlanta now. It's a 16-point game. Here's Gallinari. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
When you look back at the 2010s, we had some monster trades in the NBA. Danilo Gallinari was part of 2 of them. First in 2011, he was sent from New York to Denver in the Carmelo Anthony deal. Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Now here's Whiteside. He's guarded closely. Here's Pascal. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Okongwu. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Hassan Whiteside. And the second major deal Gallo was a part of. Smitty, the trade sending Paul George from OKC to the Clippers.
Yeah, it was Gallo and SGA 5 first-round picks going from the Clips to the Thunder back in 2019. We keep seeing Danilo moved in these blockbuster trades because he's a unique talent at 6'10", with a shooting ability out this world.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Oh, it's stolen. And it's Herder penetrating. That one drops for him. Herder's got his first points of the night.
Keeping that dribble alive, Herder does a good job of picking his way through the defense.
Clarkson passes to Pascal. Out to the wing. Three-pointer. And again, it's Utah with a 3.
Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences.
To the paint. Stolen by Whiteside. Pass to House. Picked it out of midair. And now the Hawks on the break. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Also, plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
And here's Clarkson. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Gallinari against Pascal. 6 on the shot clock. Clarkson for 3. Rebound Atlanta. Herder into the lane. Right outside. From deep. The rebound by Whiteside.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Gay finds Pascal. Here's House. Back to Pascal. The floater. That shot, no good.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
And Gallinari throws it down.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Now here's Clarkson. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And he drives in. And a nice finish on the layup. And the Jazz lead by 15.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there.
2 seconds.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Right against Clarkson. Pass to Whiteside. There's 53 seconds left in the third. The fadeaway.
Good D by Gallinari. Has a good combination of size and instincts. Can guard various positions for you.
And Gallinari throws it down.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. Now here's Clarkson. Pass to House. With the drive. It's hauled in by Herder. Atlanta's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Luau Cabarro. Okongwu inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Okongwu's got 5 now.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
Clarkson attacking. Here's Whiteside. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Utah. They lead by. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works, or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And for the Jazz, they're shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. So the Jazz 5 right now. The backcourt, it's Conley and Mitchell. Rudy Gobert is out there with Bojan Bogdanovic. And it's O'Neal in at the 3.
That's the second personal foul. First team foul.
Mitchell against Hunter. Left side Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to go on Bogdan Bogdanovic. The pull-up. Bogdanovic passes to Conley. Back to Bogdanovic. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 4 assists in the game. Let's look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for Utah.
They've been playing such pesky defense. It's been very impressive, especially all the turnovers they've caused.
Another thing, they've not only caused a bunch of turnovers tonight, they've turned most of them into points.
That shot is good by O'Neal.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Out of bounds. It'll be Utah's ball.
Unforced errors. These are the kinds of things that break momentum.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Outside Conley. Let's go with a 3. Hunter with the rebound. Hunter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Capella with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Here's Hunter, and Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Capella finds Hunter. This one for 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. O'Neal misses. The steal. Oh, there's the alley. Capella with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Capella. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Here's Young. Shot to stop the run. Connects from downtown.
Another area where Young excels, using the dribble to create space for his shot.
Conley passes to Gobert. Young against Conley. Outside Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. He can't hit that time. So Atlanta will take it the other way. And now the Hawks on the break. Outside Bogdanovic. Pass to Capella from behind the arc. Rebound, Utah. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. And the call will be against John Collins. That'll be a second foul of the game. Just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter here. It's stolen by Bogdanovic.
Well read defensively. That window closed so fast.
Basket's good.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
The Jazz have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Conley with the ball. On the wing, Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Conley. Launches it. That one's good. Mitchell making the play. Mitchell's got 5 assists in the game.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Bogdanovic finds Gobert. Back to Bogdanovic. Conley passes to Bogdanovic. Pulls up. They get the rebound.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Jazz.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And what a huge performance it was for Rudy Gobert.
And you can't put a price on the value of his rebounding in this game. His effort on the glass was a game changer.
Now here's Mitchell. Back to Gobert. Now here's Mitchell. From deep, Conley. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. For three, O'Neal. The shot comes out, and it'll be the Hawks taking it the other way. Hunter passes to Collins. Mitchell grabs a miss. So we see the Jazz taking the W here. Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for...
athleticism on the floor tonight. Brett, what do you think? Could determine the outcome.
Well, if you're going to play that fast, you're going to have to make decisions that don't catch up with the speed. And that means making the right quick decisions and not rushing things. If these teams get ahead of themselves, the first ones to do that, they might find themselves in a hole.
So here's Miami's starting group. Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. And Robinson on the wing. He's joined by Butler. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position.
Just do your work, try to get open, and Trey's going to find you.
Now Lowry. This is it to Adebayo. And Tucker kicks to Lowry. Driving inside. And the rejection by Collins. Young with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Young outside. Pass to Capella. Outside Collins. Three-pointer. 5 on the clock. Capella finds Collins. It's over Tucker. Shot by Collins, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Butler against Hunter. Butler, no good. The Hawks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Outside, Bogdanovich. The kick out to Young. No good from outside. The Heat have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game.
Unreal to think Duncan Robinson went undrafted. A key part to this team's offense.
Well, there's credit to Duncan Robinson and him continuing to believe in his ability, which is otherworldly in shooting the basketball off the move. It's another to find systems that allow him to do that. So Duncan has made his way, and there are teams that have found a way to use him correctly to accentuate his otherworldly shooting ability.
Here is Robinson after the basket by Bogdanovich. Lowry dishes to Robinson. That falls. Nice speed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And how about the experience of Lowry on full display there? Just finding the open man. And the guy's been doing this for now over a decade.
Now, here's Hunter. On the pass to Capella. Bogdanovich with it. In the corner, it's Hunter. Bogdanovich finds Young. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Lowry. Dishes it to Tucker. Robinson against Bogdanovich. Fires from deep. They grab their own miss. The kick outside to Butler. And Robinson wide open. He shoots. Robinson missing again.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
The Hawks working the ball around. Young from outside. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And Trae Young will bury threes in bunches. So effortless.
That's his first personal foul. 14 foul.
Butler feeling out of it. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Butler. Shot clock at 5. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The mid-range game right now is doing a lot of damage to this defense, courtesy of Jimmy Butler.
Young, no good. The Heat trail by 3. Down low, Robinson. Lowry drives in. Rebounded by Capella. Cabela's got his 4th rebound in this one. Bogdanovich wide open. Releases from the wing and drills it. Bogdanovich has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set. Good balance. Bogdanovich dangerous.
Lowry passes to Butler. 19 seconds left to play in the first. And that one, good.
And I love that move for this guy. When he's in rhythm, that's money.
Here's Young. From deep. Hands it from downtown. Young's got 6.
Every single inch of his range on that one.
And so it's Atlanta with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter.
All right, let's come to the court. Come on, get loud.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think about the Hawks here in this one?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court for the Heat. Backcourt pair for them, it's Lowry and Robinson. Adebayo is the pivot with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Butler in at the small forward. Outside Lowry. Robinson on the wing. Launches it. Rebounded by the Hawks. Cabela's got his 5th rebound in this one. Looking back at the 2017-18 season, Clint Capella, Brent, shot an eye-popping 65% from the field. That led the NBA.
Well, a third of his baskets were dunks during that season, so I would expect the percentage to actually, Kevin, be pretty high. And a lot of those were at the hands of James Harden at the time playing in Houston, who won the MVP that year. But he has the ability to roll and to finish. He has shown soft hands, and he plays defensively. So he's a great big you can put out to complement both sides of the floor.
And here is Capella. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Hunter, no one around him. Buries it from 3-point range. Hunter's got the lead up to 13 now for Atlanta.
And the defense better start respecting DeAndre Hunter from that kind of range.
Lowry kicks to Butler. To end the run. Nifty move. He doesn't hit that one. Hunter with some nice defense. It's stolen by Adebayo. Deflects the pass. Here's Butler. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
That is a tough 2 right there from Butler. Really his calling card. Rugged play and 100% effort.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you.
John Collins can run as a big and impressive right there in the open court.
Lowry drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Lowry's got his first bucket of the night. Well, they say great offense beats great defense, Brett. That never seemed truer than in today's NBA.
There's a much stronger connection between a team's offensive rating and their win percentage, and what's been incredible.
Oh, the power on that prudence!
Unreal. And Clint Capella having a little bit of fun out there with that dunk.
Lowry against Young. Loads it up for Adebayo, and stolen by Hunter. And now here comes Collins in the break for the finish, and finished off by Collins.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Yeah, and this team depends on Lowry. I mean, so skilled at creating shots for himself or his teammates.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
They've set the first half tone by getting out on the fast break and getting the defenders on their heels.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
And stolen by Hunter. There's the feed to Young. Yep, it counts. Young's got 13.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
And it's Lowry penetrating, and Capella sends it back. The Hawks working the ball around. Butler against Hunter. Here's Capella. Moves back up. And Adebayo sends it back.
And Bam aptly describes Adebayo's defensive impact. He packs a punch in there.
For Miami, they have made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Young passes to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Using his length that time, Capella up top to slam it down.
Lowry kicks to Robinson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one. Passes it to Hunter. To the paint. Here's Capella. And Adebayo sends it back. And it's the Heat on the break. Lowry's got the ball. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Offline with the baseline jumper. Collins wide open. He fires. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that does it for the first half of play. All right, David, thank you.
18.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for Atlanta, Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. And in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. And it's Capella in at the pivots manning the middle.
A pretty good setup from the team there as Hunter's able to focus in on that one.
Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Well, Kyle Lowry, one of the big names in free agency last summer, made his mind up pretty quickly and wanted to go to Miami. With his competitive nature, he should be a terrific fit with the culture the Heat have built.
It's stolen by Lowry. Now running, here comes Lowry, pushing the ball up. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Lowry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And understands when to make the right play. Lowry refused to let the fast break opportunity go to waste.
Young from outside. Here's Hunter. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Hunter's got 8.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Robinson against Bogdanovich. Robinson dishes to Lowry. Outside for Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Drills the three-pointer. Robinson's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on it.
And here's Young from the arc. And no good that time. And Miami the other way now. Lowry passes to Robinson. Beyond the arc. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That is his first foul of the game. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Gallinari outside. Kicks it to Okongwu. Out left to the wing. Gallinari dishes to Okongwu. Gallinari down low, defended by Butler, and he comes up with the deuce. Gallinari's got his first 2 points. Outside Lowry. In the corner, it's Robinson. Butler from outside. Robinson passes to Adebayo. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Stolen by Tucker. And Adebayo throws it down.
Bam is really good at getting out as a big, running that lane, and being a weapon to finish on the break.
And there's the pass to Lowry. Okongwu kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Pass to right. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Adebayo. Here's Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
But Bam just not out there to be a rim protector, that time with good hands to get the steal.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the third. And finished off by Wright.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
And a beautiful finish by Adebayo. Adebayo's got 6.
Bam grabs the board, and then Bam knows what to do.
Herder passes to Okongwu.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Outside Lowry. There's a screen by Robinson. Lowry passes to Robinson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Passes it to Lowry. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Butler. Atlanta with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points. Gallinari wide open, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. The third quarter comes to a close. Hawks lead by 7. 2K Sports back in a moment. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scores now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So with Lowry on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Victor Oladipo is out there with Martin. Then it's Vincent. Then it's Tyler Hero. He's perfect from the line this time. The Hawks leading by 5. Young inside. From deep three-point range, that one misses. And Miami shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Up top, Hero. It's Saban. And Capella sends it back.
Well, Capella's reach is so intimidating for anybody on the inside. That's why you can anchor your defense with him.
And finished off by Collins.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. There's a good screen to the middle. It's Saban. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, intelligent play there by Hero. Upsets the defense and then hands it off for the assist.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Heat going with the whole new group on the floor. In the corner, Collins with it. He kicks it to Capella. Young with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Capella missing.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Tucker the pass to Adebayo. The kick outside to Butler. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Adebayo's got 3 assists tonight.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
In the corner, it's Hunter. Hung outside. Back to Collins. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. And that's 12 points for John Collins.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Pass to Robinson. There's the triple. And again, Miami with the triple.
Look at the damage this young man is doing from deep. And there's another one.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop him.
And it's Capella missing.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
He'd have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Collins against Butler, and Tucker has it in the corner. Left side Lowry. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
And Young, here we go. Knocks it loose and stolen by Butler. Now running, here comes Lowry pushing the ball up. And Adebayo throws it down.
Now you try your best defensively to push Bam away from the rim. That's easier said than done.
With the drive, will it go?
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Miami leading by 3. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Lowry against Young. Now here is Robinson. Back to Butler. Rebounded by the Hawks. Capella's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Young with the ball. Butler covering. Capella draws the double. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Back to Young. He feeds it to Capella. It's stolen by Adebayo. Stolen by Collins. The kick out to Young.
That is world class.
I've seen that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
To the inside. Outside Butler. Just 5 to shoot. Right wing. Tucker finds Adebayo. Poked away. There's the pass to Capella. Here he goes. Money!
And that was so clutch. I mean, they're in front by the slimmest of margins, in need of a stop right here.
Now Butler. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Butler goes in. It falls!
Defense just clearing out there as Butler on the drive, playing very physical with the ball.
Here's Hunter. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up for Brett.
Doris. Hey, Allie.
Thanks a lot, BA.
A long wait in the valley for winning basketball. It's back. Good stuff, Allie. So Atlanta will get the first possession. Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. And it's Capella in at the 5, roaming the paint. Back to Young. There's the triple. And Aiden pulls it down.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
For 3, Booker. Atlanta with a rebound. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. He drops it from range. And both teams tonight loaded with young talent. Doris, what's the key to reaching their potential?
I think patience. Every NBA player needs time and repetition to gain the experience necessary to be successful. The only way to do that, tip it up and let them play.
Outside Young from deep three-point range. The shot misses. The Suns go the other way with it. Outside Booker. And just over a minute played here to start the game. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, what you love about Devin Booker, this guy, yes, he is a shoot-first player, but if somebody's open, he will find you.
Outside Young. Hunter up top. Back to Young. Paul with a steal. And the Suns pushing it up now for the finish. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Be always aware, Chris Paul, one of the great passers in history. There's another assist.
Young on the attack. Here's Capella, and it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. That's good from Capella.
A popular phrase in the NBA circles has become rim runner. Basically, centers that live in the paint on both ends of the floor, guys who rack up rebounds and easy buckets. And Capella might be the best in the league at rim running, just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Young can't hit. Well, when you look at the numbers of Capella, Grant, you see a guy who knows his role.
I love it. I mean, Clint never attempts threes. He's not looking to stretch the floor. A career 60+% shooter, Clint lives on dunks and putbacks, and he's always among the league leaders in rebounding. He's just a force down low.
For 3, Bridges knocks it down from distance.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Paul with a steal. And here's the fast break. Booker with it. Now Bogdanovich defending. And here's Crowder from the arc. And Young pulls it down. Atlanta's gone 1 for 3 from outside so far in this game. Crowder with a steal.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Bridges passes to Booker. Crowder outside. Paul against Young. And that one's good. Paul's got 6. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
Yeah, and I think the other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've gotten off turnovers.
At the perimeter, Young has such an attacking mentality, always looking for chances to take shots from range.
Left side Booker, pass to Ayton. Ayton, a screen on Bogdanovich. For 3, Booker. Atlanta with a rebound. 1:09 left to play in the first. The kick out to Young. And the Hawks with another 3.
And Young knows his role. He's out here to shoot it and shoot it often.
Outside Paul from the arc. Here's Crowder. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from Collins. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
If the contact wasn't going to hold Collins down, he explodes into it and finds the shot.
Paul passes to Booker. Ball against Young. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it.
Atlanta ball.
And here are the Hawks now. They've gone on an 8-0 run. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Bogdanovich. Fires for three. Another three for Atlanta.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Booker fires from way outside. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Hawks ahead, up by 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son, Panther. Ladies and gentlemen, your son.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Hawks.
Well, guys, they are dialed in from long range already. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there.
I think the other thing they've had going for them is their passing. Plenty of their baskets have come off assists.
Crowder and Ayton, the bigs. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Bridges in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Capella finds Young. And now the Suns fast break. And he lobs it up. And here's Crowder from the arc. Fires the 3. They get it again. Ayton. Pass to Bridges. 4 on the clock. Outside Booker. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And here is Young. He's got 6. Beyond the arc. Crowder grabs the miss. The Suns trailing. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. And it's good for 2.
I think the handles of Jay Crowder may catch some people off guard. This guy's a capable ball handler when given space. Well, you think about Jay Crowder's career, he has bounced around to a few teams. But one thing we know, he's always having the impact to affect the game with his defense and with his basketball intellect.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to Young. The Hawks need to get one up here from deep. And Chris Paul clears it away. The Suns have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Booker can't get it to go. And Doris, Crowder's defense, a big part of what he can offer a team.
Right, because he's strong enough to guard in the post. He's quick enough to guard on the perimeter. Think about it. In 2020 NBA Finals, he was asked to contain LeBron James. That's the kind of confidence coaches have in Crowder's competitive spirit defensively.
He hears the whistle, and he keeps his concentration and is able to knock it down.
Boy, Devin Booker is just such an explosive force on the offensive end. He can take over a game each and every night he steps between the lines.
Up top, Young. He's guarded by Paul. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Kept alive by Atlanta. Collins passes to Young. A shot to stop the drought. And he sinks the layup. Young's got 8. Boy, when Booker gets locked indoors, he's as deadly as they come in the NBA.
Well, the list of guys who've gone for a 70-point eruption is still very short. 20 points per game for almost the entirety of his career. This guy scores with ease. I don't care what defender you send at him.
And Grant, you played almost 2 decades in the league. What do you think some of the biggest highlights of your career were?
Really just, playing on some great teams with great players, the relationships, the experiences. I didn't win an NBA championship, but I am more than blessed with having an incredible 19-year career.
Booker against Bogdanovich. Back to Young. For 3.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Bogdanovich passes to Young. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Paul. To the inside. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Young.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Bogdan Bogdanovic. That's his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Here's Bridges. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
That's his first
And a
personal.
player like Mikhail Bridges, he's had very high confidence in his ability.
Well, I mean, listen, his history is that of a winning player. Came into the league believing in himself because of his career collegiately. National championship player at Villanova. He has every right to think he can be elite.
Capella finds Bogdanovic. Back to Capella. Stolen by Booker. And now the Suns fast break. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. And now the Hawks on the break. Kicks it out to Collins. From deep. Bogdanovic passes to Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And the Suns miss again.
Well, this is the night you look at your teammates and tap them on the back and say, good job, because for him, he's been struggling all night.
Atlanta's gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Young way outside.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered. Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, PA.
Defense disorganized, defense pays. And Young, here we go. Kicks it out to Collins. Sends it home from three-point land. Collins has got his second bucket on the night.
And this is how unselfish Young is. When he sees an open teammate, he gets them the rock.
Here's a three from Paul. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Spins. Drives to the hoop. Capella with the defensive effort. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Suns ahead. They lead by a bucket. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from DeAndre Ayton.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Well, you can see why they would continue to play through him. He was tough to stop, super assertive down low, just great work.
On the court for the Hawks, we've got a Kongwu, Kevin Huerter out there with DeLon Wright. Then it's Danilo Gallinari, and it's Luwawu Cabarrot in at the three spot. Craig, good. Craig's got his first bucket of the night.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Right outside. He shoots it. Gallinari's shot is off.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Outside Payne. Back to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Craig on the wing. There's the three. Oh, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
Atlanta ball.
The Hawks trailing. Right outside. Pass to Huerter. Here's Luwawu Cabarrot. The three is up. Hauled in by McGee. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Throws it up high. Tries to save it. Right with the ball. And it's McGee picking him up. Here's Huerter. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. The three from Craig. Rebound Atlanta. Wright with the ball. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, DeLon Wright taking advantage of that handle and that slithery ability to get through traffic. What a pretty drive.
Payne, pass to Craig. The kick out to Johnson. Back to Craig. Oh, Gallinari with a steal. For the lead. Herder gets the bucket. Herder's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Shaman. It's stolen by Wright. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Right outside. Outside Herder from deep three-point range. Called in by Mcgee. McGee's got his fourth rebound in this one. And he's going for the oop here. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Pass to Okongwu. Oh, he took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top. Instead, he'll shoot free throws.
Nice job to go at the rack and force the foul.
And so he's able to get one of two. Here's Gallinari. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Well, he's got the size and strength. Gallinari doing work on the glass.
Outside Payne. Outside Johnson. Pass to Craig. Oh, deflected. Out to the right wing. Here's Luwawu Cabarrot. Misses the three. The Suns trailing. Craig on the wing. Looking to win the run. Payne against Wright. Down low. And there's McGee. That one's good. On the assist by Payne.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Wright, pass to Gallinari. Wright with the ball. And it's McGee picking him up. Pass to Okongwu. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third quarter here. Off target with a jump hook. On the push, here comes Atlanta. The shot no good. Great D that time from McGee. Up top Johnson. He's covered by Gallinari. And here's Payne outside. It's stolen by Wright. Back to Okongwu. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
They grab their own miss. Out to Craig. To the wing on the left. From deep, Johnson. Here's McGee. Well, it was only a matter of time before they finally get the bucket.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
It's still anybody.
All right, look who's coming out of the court.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your two guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Suns timeout.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. And with every possession being critical, he was clear with his team. Quote, "This is what we prepared for. Keep your focus, stay in the moment, and execute." He believes that's the path to victory, guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Bridges and Crowder holding down the forward spots. Hall and Booker, the talented backcourt. And it's Ayton in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Capella finds Collins. Back to Capella. Collins outside. Fires the three. Just 4 to shoot. There's Young with the three. No luck on that one. And Phoenix will come the other way.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
For three, Booker. That shot off.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
Paul against Collins. Outside Bogdanovich. On the take. And there's Collins on the assist by Bogdanovich. And now a 6-point Atlanta lead.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
To the middle. Crowder, pass to Ayton. Right side Booker. Pass to Paul. The three ball. Atlanta with a rebound.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point. Chris Paul is no stranger to delivering in the big moments. Go ahead, CP3.
Outside Young. Collins outside. From outside, off the mark. Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside the arc here in the fourth. 0 for 4. Crowder, that's good.
Listen, this is a guy who can get hot from downtown. Great to see Jay Crowder being aggressive when given the opportunity.
And Young, here we go. Here's Capella. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Hawks lead by 3. Outside Paul. It's Bridges on the wing to tie it up. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time.
Well, a high motor player like Mikhail Bridges has got to make quick decisions. Rise and fire off the catch and shoot to Cal.
Young from long range. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got a 7th rebound here tonight. For 3, Booker. No good. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Bogdanovich finds Collins. Soft touch off the glass.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Bridges outside. To take the lead. It's stolen by Bogdanovich. Stolen by Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Well, Mr. Ayton decides, why just lay it up when you can finish with authority?
55 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Capella pass to Hunter. Outside Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. The baseline Jay. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Booker with it. Now Bogdanovich defending. Stolen by Capella. Outside Young. Collins passes to Bogdanovich. And here's Capella. Back to Bogdanovich. Pass to Young. 6 to shoot. Capella with it. 19-footer. Can't cash it in. Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. 5 ticks left in the fourth. Time expires. We're going to overtime. We've got more NBA basketball. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Here we go.
Now here's Young at the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the center position. Paul with a steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Trae Young. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Man, they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Aiden, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Offensive rebound. Collins passes to Young. Screen by Capella. 5 to shoot. Young misses.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
It's Booker on the wing. Defended by Bogdanovich. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Outside Booker. That's tipped. It's stolen by Bogdanovich.
A sloppy pass. Have to be more precise than that.
Young can't hit. An opportunity now to retake the lead.
Showing off their intensity these last few minutes.
To take the lead. Booker can't get it to go. The Hawks have gone 0 for 3 here in this overtime period. Outside Hunter. Pass to Capella. Now here's Young. Clock at 6. Now Capella. Second chance effort. The kick out to Young. Yes. They get the go-ahead bucket. And the Hawks lead by 3.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
Collins passes to Capella. Outside Hunter. Pass to Bogdanovich. Collins outside. Here's Young. The 3. And it's Young again missing. Booker for 3. Collins with the rebound. And so it's Atlanta with it. They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
Capella finds Young. Into the lane. Oh, he nails it!
And although Young is a smaller guard, he doesn't lack confidence, even amongst the trees.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Ball into the lane. Here's Ayton. Outside for Booker. And here's Crowder from the arc. The rebound by the Hawks. Paul with a steal. The 3, Bridges. Money from deep.
Well, we know Mikhail Bridges can connect from distance. This guy has become a consistent threat from deep.
Outside Young. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul of the game.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Young from long range. So it's a narrow victory for the Hawks. Pull it.
thanks.
Here we go.
And the Jazz start out with the ball. Looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duties. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot. And it's Mitchell missing. And the Hawks with possession. Here's the 3. And it's Capella missing. Now the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. And Young kicks to Capella. Outside Collins. 5 on the clock. Back to Capella. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Mitchell passes to Conley. 3-pointer. And there's Mitchell. That's good on the assist by Conley.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Outside Bogdanovich. Young dishes to Bogdanovich. Hunter, the pass to Bogdanovich. 6 to shoot. Young way outside, and he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Mitchell right side. Fires the 3. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Atlanta's gone 0-2 from deep here. Young outside. Back to Bogdanovich. Feeds it to Capella. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
Not just a scorer, Bogdanovich shows excellent feel as a playmaker. That was a nice find.
Outside Conley. Inside. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Bogdanovich with a screen on Hunter. Back to Bogdanovich. Capella against Gobert. Mitchell outside. Now the pass to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
The long reach of Rudy Gobert really comes in handy when he's patrolling the offensive glass.
Young pass to Bogdanovich. Lets it go with a 3. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here is Conley. He kicks to Gobert. Back to Conley. Driving in. And shot by Gobert. Gobert's got 6.
Early in his career, Gobert wasn't all that physical. But on that play, he showed the physicality.
Now, here is Young. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Banked in off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Conley against Young. Mitchell dishes to Conley. Young with the steal. Collins finds Hunter. A 3-pointer off the mark. Jazz leading by 5 to the left wing. O'Neal from long range. Rebounded by Capella. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Bogdanovich passes to Young. Capella with a screen on Conley. Bogdanovich, no luck.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
An assertive slam by Clint Capella, showing the defense what he can do.
Conley against Young. Conley kicks to O'Neal. Dishes to Gobert. O'Neal inside. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Knocked away. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Jazz leads by 5. Wow.
All right, workers coming onto the court. Come on, get down.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Their passing has been excellent here early. A lot of their baskets coming off an assist. That should set a great tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Atlanta, Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duties. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And the rejection by Collins.
Right there, the length of Collins proving to be the difference. Not in my house, he says.
Capella sets a screen for Bogdanovich. And the dunk by Capella.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Conley. Pass to Mitchell. Steve is a bigger guard with a great three-point shot. You have to think he would have done well in today's game.
Yeah, Kevin, but probably as a center or pick and pop big because everybody's playing smaller now. So I doubt he would have found me in the backcourt. It doesn't get any easier than that for Rudy Gobert. His size is sometimes overpowering.
Now, here is Young. Outside Bogdanovich. Young taking his time here. There's the drive. Kicks it out to Collins. Traps in the tray. Collins has got himself on the board with 3 there.
I mean, he only attempted just 1 3-pointer in college. Collins has surprised the NBA with his consistency from range.
Young against Conley. Passes it to Bogdanovich. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 5 assists tonight. The Hawks trail by 4. Young outside Collins. Young drives in. That one falls.
Great at penetrating inside. Once Young gets a step on the defense, he explodes toward the bucket.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Jazz.
It's exciting to think about how much more John Collins might grow as a player. His shooting is obviously strong, but he's always working towards reaching that next level as a player.
Capella against Conley. Young from outside. And that one is off. The Jazz go the other way with it. Greg, when you think about areas where John Collins is sharpening his game, the defensive end of the floor jumps to mind.
Yeah, and Kevin, that defense is something he's working on, and he's already made big strides. I know he's ready to put in the work to reach his ultimate potential.
Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
Pass to Collins. And Young, here we go. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Great find by Trae Young, one of the more instinctive passers in this league.
Young against Conley. The pass to Mitchell. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Bogdanovich has got 5.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
To the middle, it's stolen by Gobert. Poked loose. On the wing, Mitchell. Defended by Young. The 3. Rebound, Atlanta.
having a shaky time from the floor, but his teammates have been picking up the slack.
First team foul.
The Hawks trail by 5. 46 seconds left to play here in the half. Young, no good. Utah has gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Conley, the pass to Mitchell. Pass to O'Neal. Out to Conley. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Mitchell driving to the basket. Oh, and he misses the dunk for Atlanta. They've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Hunter, the pass to Bogdanovich. Capella sets a screen for Bogdanovich. Capella finds Bogdanovich. That shot off. Good D by Mitchell. Passes it to Bogdanovich. Collins, that's a 2-pointer, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Jazz out in front, up by 5. And a Jets down. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great... And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
Something has kicked him into gear tonight as he has done work on the offensive end.
Not someone they usually rely on to do this, but you need role guys to step up once in a while and help you out.
Whiteside is out there with Eric Pascal. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's House in at the 2. That's the group right now for Utah. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. Utah with the rebound. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Clarkson kicks to House. Pass to Pascal. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And now it's a 9-point Jazz lead. And a minute played as the second half gets going. The pass to Herter. There's the dish to Gallinari. The 3. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Here is House. Gallinari covering. Clock at 4. House gets to Clarkson. Takes a 3. Out of bounds, and Atlanta takes possession. And so it's Gallinari with it. They'll bring it up for Atlanta. 9-point game. And Steve, a second rounder back in the 2014 draft out of Missouri, Jordan Clarkson with a productive NBA career.
Yes, Kevin, and he's always been a bucket. What has changed is the shot selection. A lot more threes and terrific free throw shooting, making him a great bench weapon.
Clarkson passes to Whiteside. In by Whiteside.
The thing about Whiteside, he has a quicker jump than you might expect.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Wright, the pass to Lowry. Back to Wright. Pass to Herter. Okongwu with it. Trying to end the drought. And it's good on the way up. Okongwu's now got his first points of the night.
Finally getting one to fall. They were 0 for 3 to start this half.
Clarkson goes in. Gay in the corner. From deep. And Wright pulls it down.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
Lowry shot is off.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really control the inside.
The shot by Clarkson, no good.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Snatched away. Gay scanning before. Reverses. He takes it up and lays it in. Gay's got the lead up to 11 now for the Jazz.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Passes to Wright. There's the three. Sinks the triple. Wright's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, credit Herter. Recognizes where the help is coming from. Finds the open man.
Clarkson against Wright. House dishes to Whiteside. Shot clock at 6. And the jam by Whiteside.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Herter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. From 8. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. Jazz leading by 10. Gay kicks to Whiteside. Kicks it out to Gay. We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Lays it up off the glass. Gay's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Here's Herter. The three-pointer, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pascal, the pass to House. The bounds, and it takes possession.
Careless turnover. You lose focus for even a moment in this lead. That's the result.
Young from outside. The shot comes out, and here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Jazz. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game, presented by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You see why they trust him with the ball in his hands. He can make the simple play, and he can pull off the spectacular.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court right now for the Hawks. And in at the forward positions, Hunter and Collins. Young and Bogdanovich, they have the guard duty. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert.
That's his second.
That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Jazz on D. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive.
And not shooting it as well as they had hoped in this half. And unless they start finding better shots, cutting into that lead is going to be very difficult.
Conley with a wide open look. No good with the triple. The Hawks trail by 15. Bogdanovich with it. Conley picks him up. Young with no one around. That 3 off the mark. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Lined up there for Bogdanovich. Pass to Hunter. Hawks passing it around. Gobert with the block.
The wingspan of Gobert is huge, and he uses it so well to deny shooters.
And they get it back, and he makes good on the layup.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hunter.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for Utah. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And there's the pass to Gobert. Conley dishes to Bogdanovich. Lets the 3 fly, and that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 8th assist in the game. outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
You knew this was coming. Trae Young hitting back with the three ball. Give me back that momentum.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Conley. From past the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Conley's got his first 3 points of the game.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Bogdanovich finds Hunter. Another three for Atlanta.
Superb communication between Hunter and his teammates. They set him up so well.
And here is Conley. And the Jazz, another three. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Young outside. It's up a three. Another three for Atlanta.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Pass to O'Neal. Fires the three. Utah the rebound. Here's Gobert. Misses the layup. He had him with that bump fake.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the Jazz.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Rudy Gobert.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Bogdanovich finds Young. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
This is becoming routine, knocking down shots from well beyond the arc, and he makes it look effortless.
Young against Conley. Gobert the pass to Conley. Clock at 6. Pulls up. And that one goes long.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Young. The tray. Bangs home the trifecta.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Conley, the pass to Bogdanovich. Conley kicks to Bogdanovich. Pass to O'Neal. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining.
center tonight bears watching, Brent. When you look at the evolution of that position, what do you see?
Well, I think more agility and more athleticism, where centers have to catch up with the speed of the game. And now their skill set, BA, is not on the block back to the basket trying to find opportunities to score. It's playing on the perimeter, not just shooting, but making plays.
And now the Atlanta Hawks starters. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. And it's Hunter in at the 3. Shot clock at 5. That won't go for Lowry. Capella, the pass to Collins. It's tipped. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Lowry.
Well, somehow they kept possession of the ball after that poor pass. They should be very thankful that wasn't a turnover.
Heat on D. Here's Young. And he lays it up and in.
Trae Young has such good handle and creates so much space for himself, and he can get to the rim.
Young against Lowry. Adebayo passes to Lowry. Now here's Butler. From about 16. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Oh, got a piece of it. Stolen by Collins. And Hunter, here we go. And it's Miami with a rebound. Robinson on the wing. Inside. Stolen by Capella. In transition, here they come. The 3, Collins. The putback. It's hauled in by Robinson. The Heat have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Hey, rejected by Capella.
And Capella, one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. You can see his timing on that play.
For 3, Robinson. He buries it from 3.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there. And Kyle Lowry had a ton of suitors in free agency. And many teams felt he could be the player to put them over the top. But ultimately, he chose the Heat because they had recently gone to the finals. And I'll tell you what, it seems like a great fit overall.
Butler, good.
Well, Jimmy Butler is a wing that you're going to have to stay connected to out there. That was a sweet stroke.
Young against Lowry. Young, the pass to Bogdanovich. Back to Young. The 3 is up. Pure from 3-point range. Young's got 5 points.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the 3-point line. And I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
On the push, here comes Atlanta. Bogdanovich finds Capella. Back to Bogdanovich. To the paint. Kicks it out to Collins. That 3's off the mark. Stolen by Capella. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Stolen by Collins. Bogdanovich with it. Now guarded by Butler. Fast break. Here come the Heat. Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. Outside Butler. The shot no good. The Hawks trailing. Pass to Capella. Out left to the wing. Young inside. Butler covering. A nice shot by Young. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Lowry outside. Now Tucker. Collins defending. Tucker with a screen. Lowry. Good on the 13-footer.
Playing way bigger than his 6-foot height. Lowry scores it inside. He just plays with so much heart.
Bogdanovich passes to Capella. And stolen by Adebayo. Lowry, good. Lowry's gotten his second bucket.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
Well, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Now here's Tucker. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Butler can't get it to go.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
Miami's gone 2 of 4 from distance to begin this one. Down low. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. To the middle. Capella. Jimmy Butler with a rebound.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
It's all tied in Miami. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on and get loud for the
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. Let's quickly break down what we've seen from the Heat.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that. Get out quick.
On the wing, Robinson and Butler. Inside, it's Adebayo with Tucker playing the 4. And it's Lowry in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Bogdanovich. Outside Young. 6 on the shot clock. Capella, screen on Butler. The Hawks need to get one up here.
I felt like Jimmy Butler had a plan on that possession and was able to cut him off in Capella's journey to the NBA. Born in Switzerland, school in France, a project in 2014, and 90 minutes in just his first season, BA.
Lots of credit has to go to the Houston Rockets. Brent, they stayed patient developing Capella, and he's turned into a great center.
Yeah, part of that development was being in the G League for a number of games for him to get his conditioning and his feet wet. And then he was amazing during that 2014-15 season. Huge strides in playing alongside James Harden. Capella took a big confidence jump as well.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Lowry outside. Adebayo, a screen on Young. Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. Out to Lowry. Stolen by Young. Hunter on the wing. Butler covering. And Collins with the slam.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. And it's Robinson penetrating. Tipped. Here's Butler. And it's Butler with the jam.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it.
And Adebayo slams it in.
And for Bam, it doesn't get any easier than that.
Outside Young. Off target with the 3.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
For Atlanta, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Here's Adebayo. Tucker. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Heat lead by 5. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
They've come out in full attack mode defensively, applying pressure and stealing it away repeatedly.
Another big aspect has to be the fast break and transition play, really looking to go up-tempo tonight.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Young, the pass to Capella. And stolen by Adebayo. Well, Brent, a lot of times left-handers is trickier to defend, but some say lefties tend to be less ambidextrous than right-handers.
I don't know how those guys play backwards, BA, to be honest with you. But really, it's about throughout the course of the year, there's so few lefties that you're not used to playing them. So you have to make these adjustments to guys, and it's hard to catch up. It might take a quarter or two before you realize this guy's a lefty.
Now here's Butler. 7-point game, biggest lead so far.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And Young, here we go. Outside Bogdanovich. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Butler's got space. And there are the Heat with another bucket.
Oh, my. Sinking yet another mid-range jumper.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Capella. There's Young with the three. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. Shot is up. Lowry finds Robinson. And that's out of bounds. Miami will keep it. Collins against Lowry. Tucker with the ball. Pass to Adebayo. Shakes him. Capella with a block. And now the Hawks on the break. Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Here we go. Lowry, good. And it's an 11-point Heat lead.
And their transition offense triggering this run.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And stolen by Adebayo. Once again, the Heat in transition. Up the court they go. Outside for Butler. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Adebayo's got 4 points now in the quarter. Young with it. Driving in. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Robinson on the wing. Here's Adebayo. And so it's Miami in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. Gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. What can you say? Kyle Lowry, an impressive effort here today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And the Hawks looking at who they've got. At the forward slots, Hunter and Collins. In the backcourt, Young and Bogdanovich. And it's Capella in at the 5 spot. That's good from Capella.
And so much reliance for this team on Capella and his grittiness to do the little things on the inside. They love that work ethic.
And that's an intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
A line change here for Miami. Hero from deep. Here's Vincent. And here's Hero. Clock at 6.
Hero does a nice job driving in there and then making sure he gets fouled. The Orlando bubble was so good to Tyler Hero. He's still trying to find a little bit of that confidence that he gained there.
Dedmon's checked in for Miami.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Gallinari, the pass to right. Here's Okongwu. Three-pointer. And there's Wright. That one's good. And the assist from Okongwu. And Brent, since that moment, Hero has cemented himself as part of the core of this team.
Yeah, I don't think Tyler wants to get too far ahead of himself, BA. I mean, he really enjoyed that success, but the consistency is something that he's after.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Now here's Gallinari. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Right with the bucket.
Gallinari does such a great job of recognizing the floor space, and that time, credit him with the assist.
Pass to Hero. Nice move. Takes it inside. Ooh, some solid defense from Herter. The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Okongwu. into the third. 2 minutes in now. Herder with it. Hero picks him up. From outside the arc. Another three for Atlanta.
You got to keep the ball moving, and that time Herder's pass leads to an open look.
Now here's Oladipo. There's the drive, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
The former number 2 overall pick in 2013, Oladipo gives you production, but he also plays with a bit of an edge.
And no doubt, when he's rolling, Oladipo strikes fear in the hearts of the opponents.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, he's merciless on the attack. He plays with so much heart and passion. Not much fun to play against, but he's exciting to watch.
Now here's Wright. He's got 5. It's Herder on the wing. Pass to Okongwu. Herder with it. He's guarded by Hero. Outside Herder. 4-3. Kept alive.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
The Heat with the lead. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Pass to Dedmon. And he dunks it down.
A good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
Outside Gallinari. Here's the 3. And Gallinari throws it down.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Now here's Oladipo. Pass to Dedmon. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Dedmon likes to play physical. He brings it to the game every night.
He's perfect from the line this time. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Right outside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
Now here's Oladipo. Driving to the basket. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That went on Herder.
And that's what Oladipo needs to do. Put his head down and punish the D.
And Oladipo drops them both. Atlanta's gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Pass to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Driving inside. Here's Herder. Offline with a 3. For Miami, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Hero. Out of bounds. It'll be Hawks ball.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
Here's Wright. He's got 7. And it's blocked by Dedmon.
We've got to respect the wingspan that time of Dwayne on that end. Look, you go up like that and you're a dead man.
Oladipo outside. Hero outside. Pass to Vincent. Back to Hero. 5 on the clock. Here's Dedmon. In tight. He gets the jumper to fall. Dedmon's got 8 points.
Dedmon using his length that time on the offensive end.
Ooh, he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out.
The previous play is under
Third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
Yeah, the replay makes it.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant that one. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Heat. They lead by 4. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Manning the backcourt, it's Lowry and Robinson. At the forward slots, Butler and Tucker. And it's Adebayo in at the center position, locking down the middle. That's the group on the floor for Miami. There's Young with the 3, and the Hawks with another 3.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Lowry against Young. Outside Robinson. Drives to the hoop. Capella with a block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Capella. Lowry, the pass to Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
That time Bam just shifted the D over and found the bucket all by himself.
Outside Young. And stolen by Adebayo. Fourth quarter still Young. Just over a minute played. Tucker, no good. The Hawks trailing. A good look from Bogdanovich. Hunter finds Capella. Outside Young. To tie it up. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. And stolen by Adebayo. And here comes the break. Right side Tucker. Up top Lowry. Back to Tucker. Pass to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Now Adebayo hangs in the air, and that's 2 points on the layup. And now it's a 5-point Heat lead.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
There's Young with the 3. Adebayo grabs the board. Adebayo's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Hunter with the ball, picked up by Lowry. Robinson against Young. The kick to Hunter. Back to Young. Launches a 3. Atlanta again missing. For Miami, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Capella, the pass to Young. Got a piece of it.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
Lowry against Young. Left side Butler. Outside Robinson. Lets it fly. 6 to shoot. Again, the Heat misses. The Hawks have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. Pass to Capella. 1:46 left in the final quarter. Young, the pass to Capella. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. Miami's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Inside. And finished off by Adebayo. And he's now got the double-double.
A title-winning point guard, Kyle Lowry, making the right choice there.
Lowry against Young. The 3. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. The Heat have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Lowry finds Robinson. Drills it from deep. And the Heat lead by 10.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Heat.
What would you say the deciding factor in this game was, Grant?
Yeah, B.A., ultimately you have to look at their field goal percentage. They were the more efficient team because they found clean looks all night.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Bam Adebayo.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. Lowry, no good.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release, a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Lowry against Young. Lowry, the pass to Robinson. Capella with a rebound. Here's Bogdanovich. It counts.
Trying to improve every year. That's the goal.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to